As long as we have today, we have a fresh and a new opportunity to do the best that we can with the life that we are given. But we have to start celebrating ourselves, even in the smallest and seemingly insignificant ways. Hey beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. My name is Samantha and this is Relationship Sam. In today's video, we're going to be talking more about self-love, self-appreciation and self-acceptance. Specifically, the reason why it's important for you to love yourself and some of the benefits you'd have for loving yourself. And it goes without saying that people who love themselves come across and appear to be more confident because they actually are. There's a difference between appearing rich and actually being rich. The same goes for confidence. It's one thing to appear confident, and many people have mastered the appearance of confidence, looking like they are happy with themselves, that they are content with themselves, and yet they may be unfulfilled and they may actually be miserable and depressed. You know, I've grown up in the ghetto and I have never seen happier people than people in the ghetto. These are people who in most cases don't even know where the next meal is going to come from. I've seen people who are literally just sitting on the side of the road or walking and they are happy and they are dancing and they are playing music. If you all know, there's a category of music we call, I don't know like the actual English term, but Shona people or people from where I come from would understand. We call them maridim. I think this is like dancehall. Yeah, that's it. Dancehall music. And the people who are like into dancehall music, they are just happy. I don't know. I don't want to say I know what's causing or the source of their joy and their happiness, but I have observed and seen such a great joy that these people carry, that they have within them. And you'd ask yourself like, okay, what has this person really done to feel this happy, to feel this joyful? And when you look at it, these people don't even own their own houses. They're probably still living with their parents. I'm not saying we should not be ambitious and that we should aim for nothing. Yes, it's good for us to aim for the stars, and even if we miss the stars, we may hit the moon, or to aim for the moon, and if we miss the moon, we may hit the stars. It's good to have high ambitions, high expectations of ourselves. But what I started asking myself, and I spoke about in the last video, was really are our ambitions, the very things that we want, the very things that we're pursuing, are they the things that we want to pursue for ourselves, or they are the things that other people have made us want, or the things that we're doing because we feel like they will make us more acceptable in society, or the things that make our families and our friends happier. They're the things that make us appear a certain way. So in digging deeper and in really thinking about this, I've been asking myself a lot of questions regarding the things that I do, the things that I like, the response that am I honestly being true to myself? Life is short, very short. I have a friend who's constantly reminding me of this, and he's actually brought it to my mind that the beauty of life is in the fact that it's short, because if we had so much life, we would not be even inspired to pursue purpose. So anyway, I've just written down a few things that I just wanted to share with you today about why it's important for you to love yourself, why it's important for you to accept yourself. And one of the first things that I wrote is that you can't give what you don't have, and you definitely cannot pour out of an empty cup. You have to be full before you can overflow, and it's in self-acceptance and self-love that you would even be able to give other people room to be themselves. Your ability to really love and to be compassionate to yourself will help you to be better in your relationships, external relationships. And I remember mentioning this in the previous video, that our relationship with ourselves is actually a foundation to relationship with other people. When you love yourself and your cup is full, anything else that somebody else may say to you, it can be a compliment to how good you look. It can be a compliment to your talent. When you're already acknowledging every good thing that is in you, and you're confident and you're comfortable in your own skin, all of those things become an icing to an already beautiful cake. But you can have the most beautiful frosting. If the cake's not good, the cake's not good. Another reason to love yourself is that loving yourself And loving yourself right shows other people how to love you. So it's important that you learn how to love yourself, and you love yourself the way that is most meaningful to you, because it will give other people room to love you the way that you want and need to be loved. And if that's not enough, another reason for you to love yourself and to be kind and compassionate with yourself is that you will feel more fulfilled. Part of self-love involves giving yourself the right and the permission to fulfill your own dreams and ambitions, even if other people don't think the same, even if other people don't agree to it. Somebody has to break out of the norm for us to have advancement, whether in technology, in anything. We have to branch out, and it's those people who've had enough confidence in themselves and who know that they know that they know that this is something that they can do. We enjoy flying to and fro. The world has become such a small place because somebody dared to say, I can create an aircraft. It can have breakfast in one continent and dinner in another continent, all in one day, all in 24 hours, because somebody dared to believe in themselves. Somebody dared to believe in the power of their dreams, the power of their imagination, to say, we can fly, I can do this, I can create something that defies gravity. And this is one of those things that loving yourself will do. The more you love yourself, the more valuable you're going to be to the world, because you're able to freely express your gifts, your talents, your abilities. You're able to express that outwardly and share your talents, share your passions with the world. In doing so, you're contributing. You're able to contribute meaningfully and effectively. It is God who's given us natural talents, abilities, passions, the things that we're so passionate about. And sometimes these are even the things that frustrate you, the things that you hate the most. You're so passionate about violence and you hate violence, or you're so passionate about mental health and mental wellness, or you're so passionate about service and you get so angry when you see bad customer service, or you're so passionate about drug abuse. It can be anything. It can even be corruption. You're like, oh my gosh, I hate corruption so much. I hate to see that money go to waste. You're just so passionate about prudence and management, and it looks like it's a negative thing. It looks like it's a frustration. It's something that's making you so angry. But truthfully, even those things that you're so passionate about in a negative context, so some of those things may actually be things that you're made for. You're made to be a solution to those things. So loving yourself makes you more confident as a person, and it makes you less dependent on other people. You see, there's a danger in depending on other people, whether they be your parents, your friends, your husband, your wife, your children, because when you're dependent on, or your self-love depends on how much these people show you love. When they wake up and they may be in a bad mood, or they're having a bad day, that person hasn't spoken the right words to you, they haven't said the kindest words to you, that now affects you and makes you feel unloved, because they are the source of your self-love and your self-acceptance. Depending on other people as the source of your love, your joy, your happiness, the source of your self-worth and self-value, is unhealthy. It's unhealthy because those people are also subject to circumstances, situations, struggles. And definitely practicing self-love is not easy. We're going to be talking more about practicing self-love in a practical, everyday sense. And it's not easy because sometimes it means saying no to someone who you love because you need to rest, or there's something else that you've already planned to do, or you have money that somebody else needs, but you had already planned to do something with it. It's not easy. It's not easy. And we're going to definitely talk more about it because it's something that I'm even having to dig deeper within myself to learn the balance, to learn about balance and balancing your yeses and your nos. I struggle with that. I struggle with saying no because I feel like, oh, I'm letting somebody down, and if I don't do it for them, it's not going to get done. But that's not true. That is not true. Even when God gives you like a responsibility and an assignment that He needs to have done, there's something that needs to be done in this world at this particular time. And if you're not a willing vessel or a ready vessel to be used by God for a particular assignment at a point in time, God will raise somebody else. And there's a freedom and a liberation realizing that you're not God. So even if you cannot be there for a particular family member at a particular time, if you pray, It's happened to me sometimes when I haven't been able to do something, and I've prayed that my family members or the person who I love's needs would be met, and truly they have been met. And you give God room to be God. I found beauty in that. And also understanding that saying no to someone, even someone you love, is not the end of the world. Practicing self-love is not easy. It is a process. It's not a linear process. It goes up and down, just like loving somebody else. You're going to need to forgive that person that you love so much for saying the wrong thing and not saying the right thing, in the right way. So don't beat yourself up on those days when you don't feel you're optimal. Just do your best and just know that as long as you have a new day, as long as we have today, we have a fresh and a new opportunity to do the best that we can with the life that we are given. But we have to start celebrating ourselves, even in the smallest and seemingly insignificant ways. You should celebrate yourself, celebrate your talents, your abilities, your gifts, your passions. All of these things are an indicator and are a pointer towards what you've been created for. There are certain things that only you can do, and only you can do in your way. So your talents, your gifts, your thoughts, your passions, your ambitions should be celebrated, because these things form part of the impact that you were created to have in this world, part of the influence you were created for. And the influence doesn't really have to be in thousands or hundreds and thousands of millions of people, as the world would have us think and believe. Your impact can be even for a specific person. We talk about celebrities, we footballers, Didier Drogba, Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo. All of these people have had coaches. I don't know their coaches personally enough to know that they've had a career playing football or that they're great superstars in themselves. Some may have played the sport until they've retired and they decided that they want to impart their knowledge, experience, and expertise in somebody else and to coach. But some people just have that thing in them, that ability to teach, an ability to coach, and the ability to inspire discipline in somebody else who is the superstar. So your impact doesn't have to be in the hundreds and thousands and millions of people who are following you to validate that you have had impact. You can be impactful even if it's to just one person, 4 people. My point is, you need to learn to love yourself, accept yourself, and celebrate your natural talents, your abilities, your disciplines, your interests, your passions unapologetically. I would love to see you on the next video, so please subscribe, chat with me in the comment section below, like the video, and I will see you on the next one.